Shep, and I currently teach English for Palm Beach Virtual School, which is a public online 6 through 12 school in Palm Beach County, Florida. I've been with them for the last 6 years. I made the transition to virtual school when I had my son 6 years ago, and then decided to enter the EdTech program about 3 years ago because I really felt that it would benefit me as an online teacher because it's something that I enjoy and want to continue doing throughout my educational career. So I really wanted to solidify that. But in addition to being able to help my students, I feel that I've grown in many other ways and that it's really broadened my scope of knowledge and the tools that I can provide in the realm of virtual education. One of the first courses I took when I started my Master's of Educational Technology at Boise State was EdTech 502, the Internet for Educators. And it was my first time working in Dreamweaver and working with HTML and CSS, which was certainly a very challenging experience. I kind of felt like I was doing advanced calculus, but it was so rewarding seeing all of this coding turn into a website. The first website that I created was my homepage, where I had links to all the projects that I created for the class and my learning log and some other educational links. And it was so invaluable to me to learn to work with Dreamweaver and to learn to work with HTML and CSS to create other websites, things like WebQuest and virtual field trips for my students. And in addition, when I'm working in LMSs that don't require writing HTML, having that knowledge to be able to go in and tweak some of the HTML to make sure everything looks exactly how I want is very beneficial to me. So this course was one of the most important courses I took, I feel, because that knowledge of HTML and CSS has really helped me in moving forward with designing courses. For EdTech 506, Graphic Design for Learning, I designed an FCAT writing course. FCAT stands for Florida Comprehensive Assessment Test, and it's the test that students in Florida take for reading and writing. And I really wanted a site where my students could go and that could help prepare them for this writing test. This course focused on the design, how things should look, fonts, colors, design principles. And I learned so much about the design of a course and what things should look like. For example, you can see in this lesson that I created this drapes graphic, and I really tried to use the principles of good design, the white space, the drapes on the side, drawing attention to the center and to the acronym, the bold font, the easy to read font. These were things that I had never really thought of before, that determining how things look on a page and how best to get the attention and how students can learn best in a course. And so all of those things really helped this course come together and be a good place for my students to learn. In the EdTech 511 course, I was tasked with creating interactive courseware. And so because I had been working on creating a writing course for my students, I really wanted to create an interactive that would allow them to practice the skills they were learning in that course. So I decided to create an editing game.
Junction, what's your function?
Hooking up words and phrases and clauses.
As you can see, I used what I learned to incorporate sound and movement and interaction so that students could practice what they were learning by revising and editing conventions and grammar problems. I love that they're able to practice authentically with using this game so that they can in real time really practice what they're learning and get immediate feedback. I knew that EdTech 521 online teaching would be a very beneficial course for me. One of the main reasons that I wanted to get my master's in educational technology is because I am an online teacher and I wanted to improve my skills and the tools that I have to work with my students. There was a few reasons that I found this course very beneficial. The first was that I decided to work with a new LMS that I had never worked with before, Edu 2.0. I decided to work with a new LMS because I really wanted to test it out and see if it was something that was worth exploring. It's a free platform and I found it to be very user-friendly. And luckily, because it worked out really well, it's something that I've now written several other courses in. And my school is utilizing it as well, and I'm able to really help our team use this platform because I've now had the experience designing a course in it. I got a lot of experience designing this course in, how best to design a course, how to set it up, how to select materials. One thing that I feel like the course really focused on was the idea of collaboration, that a course, an online course should really be a community and that the students should be interacting with each other and with the teacher. And so I incorporated some discussion forums in here and also some synchronous lessons where we would work together live. And I feel that that's something that I also started doing more with my own students on a regular basis, was holding more live sessions so that they could feel that sense of community and really get to know each other and hear my voice and see my face. So EdTech 521 online teaching certainly helped me to become a better online teacher and helped me to incorporate more collaboration, and certainly was beneficial because I now use this great LMS that I first experienced during this course. In EdTech 523, Advanced Online Teaching, I also used the Edu 2.0 LMS to create a reading and writing for ACT and SAT course. Again, I loved that I was able to create something that would be useful for my students. I teach seniors, and so I wanted a course that they would be able to go in and utilize between my live sessions. And that's why I focused on prepping for the ACT and SAT. A few things that I really feel that I learned the value of in this course, first of all, was creating multimedia. Not just finding good multimedia, but creating good multimedia for my students to use. So in most of my lessons, I incorporated multimedia that I had created, tutorials that I narrated to really help my students prepare for these tests. Another aspect that was focused on a lot in this course was the importance of good resources, that aside from the content in the course, including other resources that students can take advantage of, because online learning certainly is a more independent form of learning, and to encourage students to go out on their own and utilize more information that's out there on the internet and Web 2.0 tools. So to compile some of those great resources, like I did in the course, was another area that really was focused on that I feel I benefited from by taking this course. So really, as I look back over this program, it's not only helped me grow as a virtual educator, but I've now taken on the role of a course designer. This summer I am designing my second course for Palm Beach Virtual School. My first was a writing course, which I was able to utilize a lot of the projects that I'd created throughout my courses, and now I'm working on a social media course. So I owe that all to this program, that I've had that opportunity to take on this new role because of the experience that I've had, and I'm really able to help my school because they have this strong desire to create their own courses, their own online curriculum, and I feel so lucky to be able to help them with the knowledge and the tools that I have gained throughout the entire EdTech program. So I just look forward to being able to help more, whether it's course design or just as an online teacher or training other teachers. I really feel that I've gained so much from this program that can help me continue to grow as a virtual educator and designer. Thank you for listening.